The best way to move forward with the changes that are occurring right now is to embrace change. Embrace change as something that is absolutely fundamental for you. To have the life that is of ease. Resistance causes struggle. Change doesn't cause struggle. Change causes an uplifting energy. It is a frequency that is empowering and inspiring of every fiber, cell, muscle, tissue inside of your body. But when you're undergoing this process of upliftment, of empowerment, but then you're still engaging as well in this frequency of resistance, it is causing this push and pull tension. And that tension is causing a lot of individuals to be depressed, to experience struggle. Because right now, as a collective consciousness, every single body is getting an upgrade. Every single body is getting an upgrade. The bigger picture of things is everybody is getting an upgrade, so their children's through the process of genomes being cleansed of these programs inside of the genome of resistance to change. Eventually, through generation to generation, all children will have self-love. And what is self-love? Self-love is just a frequency. And there's a name attached to that frequency, and we say that it's self-love. Just like every single word, no matter what language it is in, it's basically, we are just labeling a frequency. And that frequency of self-love, the name self-love is attached to frequency, as merely a frequency of purification of the body, of acceptance of the fear of the disease of unworthiness that has spread throughout many, many hundreds of years, that you know is a disease because you can see it in society. And through the separation, the hierarchy system, the status quo, the I'm better than you, the competition, the jealousy and envy, that unworthiness is shown to us every single day when we go out, meet people. You can see it. And people think it's society's problem. Oh no, it's society's problem. Society just has envious people, has jealous people, just has people of hatred, people who hate people so much. But no, society is merely responding to what's going on inside internally. So what you see is going on inside externally in society is what's going on internally. So the changes that you are seeing all over the world, when it comes to health, when it comes to education, when it comes to religion and spirituality, is merely what's going on inside. Even the resistance you see, okay, the resistance of people, resistance in the form of victim mentality. Victim mentality is a form of resistance, okay? It's a form of, it's a coping mechanism for your inability to embrace the new frequencies that are here for you. It's an inability to look at things for how they are, not for what they present themselves to be, the illusionary factor. So, when we can begin to cultivate, change as the number one fundamental factor to our happiness, we can begin to realize that everything we think we are right now, everything that we thought we were, everything that we thought society was, everything we thought society was, is, thing that we think is true, when we allow ourselves to completely just erase everything we think to be real and embrace change, we can continue to see ourselves being upgraded and elevated all the time, every single day. But that requires us to look at things in front of us. Look at things in front of us and see what they really are instead of what we think they are, how they present themselves to be. Seeing what they really are is looking inside of yourself. Looking inside of yourself, not looking and analyzing what's presented in front of you. That's merely projection of what's going on inside of you. Get to the source. When you can get to the source, you get to the truth. Okay? Everything, the source is what's projecting the image upon the world. But when you look at the world and trying to understand the truth by looking at the world and what's going on in the world, yes, you can get some sort of understanding, some sort of, you could say even some sort of idea of what may be going on with people in their energy field. But when you can go to the source of yourself, you can actually go to the source of all things, because going inside of yourself, deeper inside of yourself, you're actually connecting with the collective source, because your heart is interwoven, interconnected with every single human body that has a heart. Everything. Because everything is interconnected to each other, because it's like a grid system. If we were not interconnected, we wouldn't, it's like we wouldn't be able to manifest. The point of manifestations is through energies intertwining, interwoven with other energies. That is how things are built. Manifestation power takes energies working with other energies. You could say talents working with other talents. Embodiments working with other embodiments that are, you could say, that help each other. So when you can recognize that, and when you can go inside and really connect with your feelings stepping aside the judgment of it, the anxiety of it, the looking at it from your past experiences, from frustration or impatience, from a worry kind of way, you get to the source. But when you still have those emotions, you haven't gotten to the source of the truth. When you get to the source of the truth, you'll feel a sense of clarity. You'll feel a sense of purpose. You'll feel connected to this planet and not just a being that's just plopped here to just do whatever, just to be in this job. No. You'll begin to realize when you can feel the source of your being, you feel the source of all things, and then you recognize that everything is projecting the collective consciousness, not, yes, projecting their enthusiasm for change, but as well projecting that stuff in the subconscious that they did not cleanse. Okay. or they're not choosing to cleanse. Remember, every past life is streaming parallel to each other simultaneously. They're going on right now. Every past life, every future life I'm having is happening in this moment. It is not something that's been over and done with, something that's, I haven't gotten there yet. So, the state you're in right now in your heart space is reflecting, stories or things that have played out, you could say, in your past life. But when you can truly make that ultimate shift, and that is why a lot of souls are incarnating, that is why there's a waiting list to really come into this plane, because every single thing inside of you can get shifted and cleansed right now. Souls in the higher realms see this time as, you could say, miracle waters. Miracle waters where you can go in the water and you can be completely cleansed, like in stories when they talk about a pool that people go into with, health problems and they come out completely brand new. You can even say like a bath where people go in there, as old people and they come out as like new people, like young people. It's kind of like that, because there is an energy flooding the planet, an energy that's really encouraging and inspiring healing energy. That's why healing is happening so quickly for people, but only for those people that aren't resistant to change, that aren't resistant to the truth. You can tell who's resistant to the truth of this planet and what's going on right now because they are depressed. And a lot of people are trying to cope with this depression through medication, through trying to interact with people, people drinking, smoking, anything of that nature. But they'll find that it's not working. They'll find that they still feel anxious, they still feel restless, they still feel depressed, because that is merely of a masking thing, like putting a band-aid on a cut that really needs stitches. But when you can really take the time out, and really stitch up that wound, take the time out to really stitch up that wound, you'll recognize that it's much more worth it than just keep trying to put a band-aid and put a band-aid and put a band-aid. That's what people have been doing for many lifetimes, or lifetimes are streaming on. They're just doing it in different ways. So, to really get the best benefit of this time right now on planet Earth with the shifts that are going on is to embrace change. It's to be strong. It is to give yourself fully to the changes. Continue just to following in the old stuff of, just working a job, just have a fucking job, or doing this, or just following what your grandparents did, or just get a relationship because you just want somebody to come home to, or just doing that, or need that. You're not getting the full benefit of these changes. The full benefit of these changes, the shifts of this pool where you can truly cleanse yourself, is to find the truth. The truth. You'll feel it in your feelings. When you've gotten to the truth, you'll feel it in the feelings. Because you'll feel strong and you'll feel powerful. You won't feel a victim. You won't judge yourself, criticize your feelings, but you'll run with it. And those are people that are going to really reach their highest potential. Everybody in them has the capability of reaching their highest potential. It's just those that are strong and those that run with it, run with their feelings, no matter what that feeling is, the source of their feelings, the truth, running with they feel is their destiny, running with it with total faith, a total surrender to it, those are the people that are going to have their highest potential. But those who you could say half-assing things, who are just waiting for comfort and security before they actually go into something, no, they're going to continue to be resistant, and it's going to continue to leave a feeling of low inside of them. Because elevation of your mind, body, and soul, enlightenment is of you enlighten yourself. Enlightenment, upliftment, is strength. It is strength, dear ones. It is not just this energy you just one day wake up to and just, You can have an instant moment of revelation, of epiphany, but always there's something that leading up to it. Okay, like building, like an elevation that's building up like a flower. Okay, it isn't just like, whoop, it's like process. So be easy on yourself, be graceful on yourself, and recognize that we are all like a flower. We're all naturally going to blossom to our fullest potential. But those who kind of just begin, cutting like their flower down, begin like cutting it too soon because of they begin to get resistant to the process, will find that there's no need to alter things. There's no need to alter things. It's like trying to alter a flower's growth by just trying to cut it down. It's going to always be beautiful. Always going to be beautiful. And flowers don't compare themselves to other flowers, no matter how much the flower is bigger or brighter than the other flower. There's no comparison because each one sees themselves as beautiful. But we humans don't understand that concept. We see the biggest, brightest flowers, the most beautiful, therefore they must be the most worthy. They must have been touched by the divine, while the other one that's kind of struggling, looks like it's struggling, is not touched by the divine. Every single person is touched by the divine. It's just those that can surrender and run with the changes and stop this altering thing. When people get tripped up, they begin to alter stuff, like an unnatural altering, because they believe that, they need to do that, or they need to do that, or, they need to do something that's kind of like what other people are doing, or what society is doing, and they begin to reflect on themselves by analyzing things around them. But when you cannot do that, you'll find yourself much more at ease with who you are, what you are here to do. Because what every person is here to do is to change. It's like changing the status quo. Changing what has been played out many times. And many years. Throughout thousands of years. So those who are very strong, those light workers that are very strong, there's a lot of energy of strength here. There's a lot of very strong souls here. I can feel their presence. You could say warrior souls. The reason that they're here is because they are individuals, are assured to not get in this wheel that many frequently get into, the spinning wheel, the spinning of just the same, even though nothing ever stays the same. But it's the mental state. It's the mental state that it evolves. But these warrior souls are here to get it to evolve almost like overnight, because the planet is yearning for it, and the planet is ready for it, and humans are ready for it. So that is why these warrior souls are here, and that is why we so thankful to have these warrior souls here, because they are the ones really getting people motivated and moving forward. It's not going to take thousands and thousands of years to get to the golden age because of these warrior souls that are just getting things going. While in the past, it's kind of in these other ages, these other ages, there's been light workers, okay? These very warrior spirits have kind of took a side back, and they've just been observing people, humans. Okay, they've been coming in here and there, but not in the mass amount of waves that they're in here now. They've been observing, they've been analyzing, watching, okay, evaluating, and they found that there's very slow. But in the recent of changes, basically in the recent of changes when America got really found and colonized, really, that's when a lot of things really started kind of switching and not meaning going forward and then going backward and forward and backward sort of thing, because of these beings started to come here a lot, because they found that there's something about this world, something about this unique frequency of it that's unique, that can't even be compared to any other planetary frequency, and how if it really had the support, that it could be a brilliant planet. Could be a brilliant planet if it only had the support and the nourishment. And that's why we're here, to give it that nourishment,